Hi, my friends, and welcome back to Soozie Stuff. Today, we're going to look at rustic, farmhouse, and autumn DIYs. I've got my very last two Halloween projects for this season. I'm so excited to show you. They are really fun. And this episode is sort of going to blend right into Thanksgiving. So let's sit back and look at some rustic, farmhouse, autumn DIYs. Come on. Hey everybody, I'm Soozie, and this is Soozie Stuff. Welcome to station KDIY Channel 146. I'm so happy you're here. I would love it if you'd click and subscribe, and then click the bell to be notified when I upload a new episode. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up or even a comment. So don't touch that dial. Let's go make some stuff. All right, my very first project today is going to be called Log Ghost. And I have had this log in my backyard forever when I had some trees cut down. And I knew exactly what I wanted to do, but I just haven't done it. And now I'm doing it. I took some white spray paint and I am just spray painting it all white. And that is supposed to be his hand kind of reaching up, and he is going to be holding something. So the next thing I'm going to do is all that white paint is dry. So I'm just taking some black paint and I'm going to make the eyes and the mouth. Now I'm using the round sponge from Dollar Tree, but I do take my brush in there and sort of make them oval, you know, like a ghost face. It was such a gorgeous day to sit outside and paint. I loved it, had a blast. So I've been calling him a he, but I decided to add some little lashes, so it is now a she. Now there was a big giant slit in the side of the log, and I was gonna leave it like that. I added a little bit of black, but what I did is just kind of bring it down a little bit after I looked at it for a while. So now I've got one of those solar lights. You can put anything in here, you know, that you like. I know that you may not have a log like this, but there are so many logs out there. You can be creative. I know it. And so I just drilled a hole, and my camera was kind of on this thing, and yeah, the little movement there. But I put it right in there, and he is supposed to be holding that, and it's going to turn on in the night. So this is what he looks like. I put him in my front yard, and already my neighbors are like, girl, what did you make this year? And so I can't wait, because all of a sudden now it's going to be night. Woohoo! And the little light is shining, and it's so funny because it looks like he's giving me a thumbs up. So don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you love this project. Woo! And my last Halloween project for the year is pumpkins out for a ride. This is some buffalo check ribbon. You can use any ribbon that you like. I got it at Dollar Tree, but this, I got it at Dollar General just the other day. I got it for $4. 1, 2, 3. Boom! Is that the cutest thing you've ever seen? I ran over there when I saw it. The car is perfect. The license plate says boo. And look at them. They're going for a ride. I had to show you this, and I thought it would just look perfect with the little buffalo check ribbon. And like I said, this was left, and I think there was another one that had a ghost maybe. I can't remember who was in that car, but I just fell in love with this. $4, best $4 I spent. I think it is so adorable, and you could put it inside of a wreath, I think would be great. But I just love it. I have it hanging in my kitchen right on a door, cabinet door, and it is just precious. I love it. I hope you can find it at Dollar General. Dollar General, check it out. $4. Woo! And here they are out for a ride on this beautiful day. It's not too spooky, but who knows what might happen in the night. But I just think they are so adorable. That car is perfect. And like I said, Dollar General, don't forget, go out right now and check it out. I have a really small Dollar General right next to my home, so I just stopped in there and thought, let me see what they have left, and I hit the jackpot. So today's question I have for you are the Dollar Trees near you raising their prices? Such a very sad news story, I know. Fortunately, though, mine have not raised their prices, but I feel like it's coming. I don't know, but I talked to a few managers and they weren't too sure if my store or the Texas stores were getting it yet, but let me know down below what's happening at your Dollar Tree. And moving right along into autumn, Thanksgiving is called my rug wreath. And this was so much fun to make. I'm starting out with 4 of these wood hanging decor wood pieces that they now have. It's so exciting at Dollar Tree. So I picked up 4 of those and this beautiful rug. I just love the autumn and fall colors. And it says gather here for Thanksgiving. And I was pulling out some of these burlap leaves that I had, thinking that I was going to use them, but I don't. You'll see. And so the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all the way around this little wreath. And it took me about 10 or 15 minutes to do it. And this fabric is not very thick at all. So it was very, very easy. Just kind of go in and out. And it didn't take any time at all to cut it out, but it sure was worth it. So here we go. Isn't it just beautiful? I love how all the little intricate pieces came out, the leaves. And I was a little worried. I was like, should it hang off? And I'm like, yeah, it should hang off. I was going to cut some of them off, but I love how it hangs off. So the next thing, I just took all the tags off, grabbed my spackle, and I'm just spackling up all the hose. I'm going to let it dry, and I sanded it all down. It's so perfect. Look at how it came out. I mean, I don't even think you can see any of those holes. So now I have my giant popsicle sticks, and I'm laying those down to put it all together and hold it really tight and secure. And next, I'm using the most beautiful color. It's that hazelnut Waverly chalk paint. And I had one of those little Dollar Tree rollers that you can get over in the hardware section. And I thought, let me give it a try. And I really liked it. You just have to make sure that it kind of gets all around the sponge roller and really push down because it kind of holds a lot of paint in there. But I really do like how it came out. Now I'm taking just some white acrylic paint and I'm just going to kind of give it a little bit of rustic look, a little farmhouse look to it. And then I'll sand that down just a little bit. Aren't those colors beautiful together? That hazelnut and all the beautiful colors in the rug just pulled it together so nicely. And then I just hot glued it right on. It was so fun to feel. I mean, it was so textured and really, really, really fun to the touch. Nice little rug. And then I just took my hot glue and just touched up any of the little pieces so they wouldn't come off. So now I just took a little burlap ribbon that I had gotten at Dollar Tree earlier in the year. It's the kind without the wire, but any kind of burlap or whatever kind of ribbon that you like. These are some old pieces that I had from Dollar Tree, little fall berries. So anything that you wanted to put in there, that's where I was going to put some of the leaves, but I just didn't like how that came together. So I just added the berries and that was just enough. So now we're going to do my little fake hole in the boards. I did a little knot, cut it off, hot glued it on, and it looks like it's going through the board. And I'm going to take my nautical rope and throw it on the back, hot glue it. And I want you to know that this is hanging on my door right now. I just took off my Halloween one because I wanted to put this one up so bad. It is gorgeous in person. I love this piece. And actually there was a rug also with a car and some pumpkins in it. So that would be really cool as well to do. So have fun with your rug wreath today. My next little autumn project that works really well with Thanksgiving is sack leaves. And this is one of those little burlap purses that you can get at Dollar Tree. I love these because if you needed a little piece of burlap, you can turn it over and cut that apart. But I just think these are beautiful because I love that orange color and the little design on it. It has a strap, which I think is so cute. A little girl could use it or whatever to put iPad or something like that in. But you have the little give thanks little wooden cutouts, and then I'm going to be using that brown burlap leaf. So this is so simple to put together. I just hot glued this brown leaf onto the bag just like that, and then we're going to hot glue the give thanks wooden piece right on as well. I stuck my hand inside trying not to let it hot glue it together. I should have put in maybe some wax paper or something, but my hand did it, I guess, just fine. And so now I'm just going to hot glue on the give thanks. I didn't paint it. I just love that raw look to it, the rustic sort of farmhouse look. Love, love, love it. And now I'm just going to start stuffing it. I grabbed some of my little beads and rocks and things like that I always have on hand. So it just needed a little bit of something to make it stand up and sturdy. And then the rest of it I just stuffed with some sacks. Of course, we have lots of Dollar Tree and Hobby Lobby sacks. These are some Dollar Tree picks that we all have them. And so I just stuffed all of that in there. I really love that pumpkin pick. That was earlier in the year. I couldn't believe that came from Dollar Tree. It really did make this come together perfectly. I love it. So easy, so simple to put together. Keep your eye out at Dollar Tree for those little burlap sacks. Usually they're kind of over by the register area, but I love how this came together and enjoy making yours today. And for my very last project today, I call it Frame Tray Pumpkin. And I'm using these beautiful new golden trays that they have at Dollar Tree. I just spotted it when I was checking out and I had to turn around and go, oh, gotta have that. I love how they decorate it, but unfortunately I'm going to be painting it white. And then I have those beautiful little frames that have the pumpkin in the background with home on it. I'm also going to be using some tumbling blocks. And the first thing I'm going to do is take off the home. I know it's cute on there, but I just love that pumpkin in the background. It just is really pretty, and I think it's going to work perfect for this project. So I was trying my very best using this utility knife. Be careful. I was so scared. I was like, oh, I'm going to cut myself and it's going to be on film. Great. But no, I didn't. But just be careful. I was trying to save the home, but I just didn't. It kind of fell apart, but that's okay. And look how darling that pumpkin is. I love all of the colors in it. And so now I'm just kind of sanding down where I cut it apart, and that turned out really well. Well, I think at this point, if you really like that golden tray, which I did, you can really just leave it like that. But in order for it to sort of stick down in there, I needed some more support. So I added these tumbling blocks, and very quickly before it dried, added some hot glue and then added it right on top. Hence the name Frame Tray Pumpkin. It's a frame with a tray and it's a pumpkin. And so I really like how that looks, But to make it a little bit more farmhouse, I just took my Waverly chalk paint in white and I did give it 2 coats. I just went around everything. I love those little dots on there, the little raised dots, very, very textured, love it. And I went around the frame of the pumpkin and right down in all the little crevices. I really love the white, how that all came together. It certainly made the pumpkin pop out a little bit more. But I'm using some of the hazelnut chalk paint again to sort of add some depth and some texture to it. And paint went everywhere. I had it somewhere on my hand and it just went everywhere. But I'm using my little sanding block to kind of get in there and sand off some of that hazelnut paint. And look how gorgeous. I am in love with this piece. I think you'll be able to find all these pieces, hopefully. And I love how the little frame fit perfectly into the tray. So enjoy making your little frame tray pumpkin. And I know yours will be as beautiful as this one. I love it. I hope you enjoyed this little transition from Halloween all the way into some autumn pieces and into Thanksgiving. I am so excited to bring you some Thanksgiving stuff for next week. I've got a couple of turkeys that I want to show you and just some really beautiful pieces for Thanksgiving, maybe for your table. But I think some of these will get you started and get you thinking and stir up your creativity. I love all these pieces and I'm so glad you joined me today. So join me on Tuesdays for my 60-second DIY and on Saturdays for my full DIY episode. I sure do enjoy all of you and just thank you once again for subscribing. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Don't forget to leave me a comment about your Dollar Tree stores today and give me a great big thumbs up. So thank you for joining me on Soozie Stuff, KDIY Channel 146. Bye, everybody.